Well, much of the world was rooting for this man right here, Brian Banks, standing on the sidelines with his mom last night in Atlanta. What a great story. The man got to live his dream. Welcome back inside our studios here. John Lynch, Jay Glazer. With that, we go to my guy, Brian Banks. And again, the dream, I think you've completed your dream. But obviously you got brought into the office today. Thomas Dimitroff and Mike Smith said, we're releasing you today. Take us through just the emotions, Brian, of what that was about today, that was like.
First and foremost, I just want to thank Coach Smith, Mr. Blank, Mr. Dimitroff for the opportunity. I mean, this is an experience that will be unforgettable, something that I'll take with me for the rest of my life. I really wasn't too nervous going into today. I knew that it was, either going to be practice squad or me going home. They did such a good job with the recruiting this year and brought in some really good talent at the linebacker position. And the guys that they selected are really good guys who deserve to be there. So whatever came my way, I was pretty much prepared for it. Of course, you don't want to get those words of, we're going to be letting you go, we're going to be releasing you. You try so hard to succeed at something, and the last thing you want to do is fail. But I know I worked my butt off day in and day out, from off season to mini camp to actual training camp, and I mean, I can't take anything away from that.
One of the things, obviously, Brian and I have a long connection here, and started working with him a week after he was exonerated. After being falsely imprisoned. One of the great things about him really is that spirit. I don't think I've ever seen you down and resentful, which is one of the things I love about you. Today, though, when it happened, did you look at it and go, man, what if that didn't happen? Was there any anger toward her of what she could have taken away from you on a day like today?
It's impossible for me not to think back to years ago. If this wrongful conviction, the lies that were made against me never happened, where my life would be when it comes to football. I can't help but think back to the recruiting and the interest that was being given to me for the natural talent that I had at such a young age and where that could have taken me. Of course, going out there and being in camp and seeing these guys, 22, 23, 24 years old, running around, in their prime and trying their hardest to make this team. And here I am, 28, trying to catch up on lost time. I mean, it definitely does take a toll on you in a way where you just, it's that, that what if, that maybe, back then this could have happened. But you know what? I try not to think too much in the past. I just want to look forward and continue to move on. I know how hard I worked today. And so I'm happy with that.
Hey, Brian, it's John Lynch here, and I know I speak for countless people out there that just can't tell you enough how much you've inspired, I think, a nation with your attitude and your ability to look beyond something so many people would be bitter and couldn't move forward. I think the first part of my question is how is that going to help you deal with this, your past experiences? And then what would be your favorite moments as you look back on this, if this is the end for Brian Banks in football? What are going to be your favorite moments about your experience with the Atlanta Falcons?
Yeah, I've learned so much just in the short time being with the Atlanta Falcons, and not just in football, but in life, taking on another challenge, a challenge that was so far ahead of me, but taking it on as if it was, it was just another day. I've learned so much of myself. I've gained a family here in Atlanta. So it's definitely going to carry me on to many things from here on out. This is just the beginning of me and my life. This is just a step forward in my freedom, in my future. And so I look forward to the things that are to come. And I think there's not one thing in particular that I can put above the other when it comes to the appreciation that I've had for this opportunity, the things that I've gained from it. In the special moments, everything has been special from the first day that I shook hands with the head coach and Mr. Dimitroff and was embraced by Mr. Blank when I met him for the first time, to the last game yesterday, stepping out there on that field and making 2 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, and just having that passion for the game once more. I mean, this is something that I would take to the end with me. And if this was it today, then I can proudly look at my mom and tell her that I succeeded in going for the dreams that I once lost and not letting anything get in my way. I'm still here today. I'm still a winner.
Brian, are you done with football?
I'm not really sure what's to come. I am always one to push forward in things that I feel are practical, things that I feel make sense for me to do. This is something that now I want to go back with my agent and I want to talk to him about it and see what he recommends. I know physically what I'm capable of doing, but after going through an entire NFL training camp and actually seeing what these coaches are looking for in a player, it's to be determined on what it is that I want to do from here.
All right, Brian, again, I don't think your dream ended. I think you completed your dream last night when your mom was down there on the field with you. Thank you so much for joining us. And obviously, like I said, we're all pulling for you. I appreciate you joining us. I know it's a tough day to come and have to sit and talk to us.
Yeah, it is. And you know what, Jay, I want to just thank you for everything, brother. You've been there for me in so many ways. And I can't ask for more from a friend. Thank you.